Hey everyone, Tania Latan here. I am so grateful that you are here with me during these 100 days for our best version possible for ourselves, okay? Because I am committed to myself and I am committed to you on this journey of really just going deeper and going further into who you know you are supposed to be, what you desire, what you want to achieve. I am grateful for that. I just wanted to let y'all know that, all right? Just a little background of how I even got to this point of wanting to even do this series is because I came from a background and from a relationship that broke the fuck out of me, okay? Real talk. I was at my lowest. I was depressed. I was sad. I was insecure. I was having all type of just jealousy issues, just nonsense, okay? And just being a asshole, and it was horrible. I did not like how I was behaving. I did not like how I was reacting. I did not like that I did not have the control over my emotions and my feelings and to be able to express in a gentle and a graceful way. I was not able to do that. I didn't even know that I had those type of issues until I got into my relationship. But I'm going to give you another video on the in-depth of that. But I wanted to just give a really brief so people will know, so you all will know, my tribe will know that this series is coming from a place where I came from hurt and pain, and I was just in despair, and it was traumatizing for me, and I had to get myself out that rut. And so over these 100 days, I'm going to share with you things that I have learned, great insights, profound aha moments that I have discovered, and I'm going to share them all with you. Because one thing that I have learned on this journey of life, I'm 32 years old, is that most of us humans, we all share the same type of emotions and type of feelings. Even though it may look a little bit different on the outside, the theme is still the same. Okay? And so I am here today to stand up and to just be vulnerable so that I can be a vessel to be a support to anybody out there in my tribe right now. You may be like, well, am I your tribe? If you resonate with me, yes, you in my tribe. Hey, so that is what I'm doing. All right, so now that we got that out the way. So this episode, I said episode, it's a series. Look, I'm learning as I go along the way, okay? It's about dream killing from when you was a child. What dreams have been killed from when you was a child? Now, a lot of my videos, well, I don't know because I haven't done them yet, but for this video in particular, I will start off with like my experience because that's really the basis that I have to go off of is my experience with what I'm about to speak about. So for me, okay, as a child, I absolutely wanted to be an actress. I said, oh my gosh, I just wanted to be an actress. I remember, playing like Shanae in front of my mom, from Martin. Yeah, I know Martin. I used to like act like Shanae and stuff like that. If my mom was like, I'm going to be an actress and all of that stuff, like that's just what I felt. And I just wanted to do so much, right? As I got older, um, as I got older, I wanted to like I remember like to singing and stuff like that. Now as far as like the actress stuff, like my mom was like great, like she kept encouraging me, to just do my in improv of like Shanae and just different things like that. So she was very encouraging as I was a young age, and I feel that that part of my dream had died when she had transitioned when I was 11 years old. Now, fast forward, being in high school, I remember like I used to love to sing. I really loved to sing. and I would just sing all the time. I played basketball, and all my people from Pearland, what's up? So I used to play basketball, from organized basketball from fourth grade up to my senior year of high school. And during like when I was living in Texas, I remember I used to always like be singing in the locker room and stuff like that, and just singing. And like my teammates, like they would like make fun of me and stuff like that. However, subconsciously, I didn't realize that it was slowly kind of deteriorating, like that wanting to just sing, even though I would still do it and they would still trash talk me. It was all good. Like my feelings really wasn't hurt, but I think subconsciously something in me just wanted to stop. And it was so interesting because later on, maybe I don't know, 10 years, 12 years down the line, I got a reading from one of my astrologer. Now, if you don't know me or you do know me, like I'm about that life, okay? As of now, right now, 2020, I am about that life with like numerology and astrology and all of that greatness. And I was talking to one of my master astrologers mentor, and he even said himself, like, before he even knew any of this thing about me, like really like loving like vocals and singing and stuff like that, that he was like, oh, he said, do you sing? I said, no, why do you ask? He said, oh, it's in your birth chart. He said, right here. He said, you really just need like a vocal coach, and you can be really great at it. I said, really? And it made me think back to during my high school years. I'm just like, damn, I killed that dream. I think subconsciously because of other people, of my teammates and stuff like that, even though I genuinely feel it definitely was not intentional, because we all like geeked on each other. We all like laugh and make fun of each other. But I think subconsciously it did something to us. We have to realize our subconscious mind don't understand jokes, okay? Our subconscious mind take things seriously. So we need to be very protective of what comes inside of here, because our conscious mind, we're the ones who's giving the orders to this our conscious mind is the ones giving the orders to our subconscious mind, and our subconscious mind is the one who will implement those things. So that was another dream that just but I still be singing like to myself and stuff like that. It's all good. It's all good. I love music. Another thing, okay, was I remember I was in a relationship, and this was more recent. Well, this was maybe about like 9, 10 years ago. And I was in a relationship. It was cool and everything like that. And I love to write. Like, I love stories. I just felt myself like in poems and stuff like that with just simple lines. And I was actually pretty good at it, you know? And even like in college and stuff, I remember doing like my paper. It was my final paper that we was doing, and like a research paper. And I know my paper was one like spiritual. It was how does spirituality impact one's quality of life. I loved it. I love that we could pick this topic because I was so into that life. I'm still into that lifestyle. And I remember my instructor, she, as I was asking her, like for feedback and stuff like that, she even said herself, she was like, Tania, what you have written so far is, she said, this is something that should be like in an Oprah's magazine, but not here for this research paper. That didn't kill my dream, but that actually kind of encouraged me. But I was in a relationship, and I remember I used to like write her like poems and stuff, and like just write her things, because my mind was so open. It was still flowing so graciously, okay, of just the words, and I loved it. I loved how I was able to express myself. And I remember one day I had gave her a poem, probably of many, I don't know. Like that was like a passion of mine. And she said to me, she was like, you don't have to write to me all the time. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, I understand like how you feel, but you don't have to write. In that moment, I literally felt something shut off. And so for the past 10 years, I have been in some sort of writer's block, because I'm in the process right now of writing a book. And I'm telling you my story because I want you all to ask yourself, where, what point in my life did my dreams start to get shot down because I allowed other people's opinion, even if it's not even um, intentional, for you to not prosper in whatever endeavor that you want to do, or even if it is intentional. But just ask yourself, how many times, or if you had a desire, you had a dream, and another person opinion, their feedback, whatever the case may be, had led you into not fulfilling your passion. Just really ask yourself that. Just think about it. Even if nothing is coming in your mind right now watching this video, just ask yourself anyway. And that the answer will come to you maybe a few minutes from now. It may come tomorrow. It may come a week from now. But the answer will come if you ask your mind, hey, when was it that my dream was killed? And I'm going to say another thing before we get off this. Just very recently, I remember I was talking to someone and she's my age, and she said, yeah, I had dreams and everything, but I'm too old to pursue my dreams now. And she said because she have a child. Now, I don't have children, so I honestly cannot speak from that perspective. And I don't want to speak out of my place because I'm not personally experiencing that. However, I do know people personally who have children and is pursuing their dreams. But when she said that to me, like, it hurt me. And I had to ask myself, why did that hurt me from how another person is feeling about their own life that has nothing to do with me? But it hurt me because I gave up on some of my dreams. And so that hurt that I felt when she said it was just simply a reflection of how I felt because I have not pursued my dream of being an actress, or I have not pursued my dream of making my vocals better so that I can, harmonize like in a beautiful tone. I have not pursued my dream and finishing my book already. But just know, okay, because of awareness, and that's why we're doing these videos right now, because once we have awareness of these things, we can change them. Okay, because this whole thing is about you being the best you possible. So just be mindful of what have happened in your past that is affecting your future right now, that is related to what you know is your deepest desire. You can go for it. You are worthy of having it. Go for that. I'm going for it. And there's many people who I'm with right now that's going for it. That's why I freaking love my peeps that I'm with, my tribe and stuff like that. And definitely you're more than welcome to see what we're doing. Just text BestYou at the number that's in the description in the comments right now. And you can get more info about that. But this is about you and your development and how much you want to prosper in this lifetime. Because right now we are in the age of, well, we always been in the age of people, we don't know when we're going to go. We don't know when we're going to go. So what are you going to do about it? How are you going to leave your mark here in this world? Are you going to be remembered? I'm going to say this one thing and then we're going to conclude. A few years ago, I was in Salem, Massachusetts, and I was with Prophet Calvin. And we were just talking. We was actually walking in the cemetery where people were they hung or they burned? You know, I think that was the Mandela effect for real, because I always thought they was burned at the stake, but they were saying like I think they was hung. But anyways, we was in the cemetery, and we were just talking, and then somehow we got on like the top. Well, we are in the cemetery. We was on the topic of death, and I asked him, because previously he was talking about there's three deaths, and so in the cemetery I asked him. I said, "Can you like elaborate, like when you spoke about like the three deaths?" And he said that he said we all have three deaths. The first death is when you are in this physical realm and you may like be sick and stuff like that. So like my grandma and my great grandma, they both had Alzheimer's. Okay, so that right there will be considered the first death. Okay, because they're everything, like their mind and body was deteriorating. So that's the first death. The second death is when you're actually buried, when you have your ceremony, when a ritual, however you decide to, have your departure from this physical world, this 3D dimension. And the third death, this is the one that really got me. The third death is when no one remembers you. No one knows your name. Like you're forgotten. And that's the final death. And so when you just look back at all of the greats who have came before us, how we are still who we know who they are. We know their name. We are learning them in school. We're learning them just on, podcasts and stuff like that and books. Their name is still alive. So they only are in that second death. They are not experiencing that third death. So just ask yourself, do you want to be in the third one? Like for real, for real. You are deserving, no matter where you are in your life right now. You are deserving. It's your birthright to live what you desire. And don't let nobody, because people can program us, okay? Without them even knowing that they're programming us. And we're acting in certain ways, not even what is our true nature, but we're acting in those ways because of other people. We're stronger than that. I'm stronger than that. You're stronger than that. We got this, baby. We got this. Hey, yes. So just think about that. Just ponder on that real quick. Okay? Where have your dreams died? What have happened? And now let's fix it. And now let's do something about it. Yes, dreams can change. So think about what it is that you want right now, in this time, and let's go. You got to take action. Use the subconscious mind. Like in my other previous video, get the Power of Your Subconscious Mind from Joseph Murphy. And that will be a tremendous beginning, a foundation for you to go after the dreams that you most desire. I appreciate you watching. Catch me on my next one because we have 100 days of this. I love you. Keep loving yourself. Peace.